Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and today we're doing another, I guess not really figure review, but we're going to be doing another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at 5 Mario bootleg keychains that we bought quite a while ago. But as you can see here, we have an assortment of 5 of them. Blue Yoshi, Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, and Peach. There was more that we do have. For example, I had a Bowser with this set, but unfortunately we lost that Bowser and like he looked absolutely goofy. So if I end up finding him, I'll probably do a follow-up video with this. But as you can see, we have just the main 5 here, so let's go ahead and start with it. So first and foremost, we're going to start with Yoshi, and Yoshi is obviously the most, I guess, accurate to the games because there's really not much wrong with him as far as like the mold is concerned. Because trust me, you do not want to see what we get into. The mold is actually well pretty good. I would even argue, especially for like a bootleg. The eyes are pretty big, but they look fine. You know, it looks like Yoshi. It's got like the tiny little white dots in the eye to, I guess, like some sort of shine effect. We have the big nose. I never really understood why Yoshi had a big schnoz, but like it's even bigger than Mario's. But so I guess the whole Mario cast is just a big competition to who has the biggest nose. And for that, I say put Pinocchio in it since he is public domain. And there you go. Anyway, back on track. It's mostly just blues and whites here. Obviously, because you know it is fairly simplistic color. Got the little nostrils in there. No mouth detail. Little black scuff on mine. Little clenched fists, which actually do have some details, like as far as the thumb goes. But there's no like finger detail. Like there's no individual fingers. Which I find weird that they'll do the thumb but not the individual fingers. Kind of looks like clenched Lego fists, as if a Lego person just got really mad. We have the stomach lining just kind of going down, a little bit of an indent, like as far as like where all the seams meet, and then we have like the standard purple shoes. Those look nice. No like, I think they're like tan soles at the bottom of Yoshi's shoes. But we do get some orange like little dorsals, little spines right there, and we do have like that little Koopa shell looking kind of what is it, like a horse saddle? I think it's a saddle. There you go. On Yoshi. So, and then his little itty bitty tail. So, as far as like the tag, all of them feature the same one. It's the same Super Mario printed out logo. As you can see, Super Mario, and they all feature the Mario emblem in their respective colors. So, the good thing about it is they're all like color coded. So, as far as like the material, they're all like made of rubber, and pretty much they are very cheaply made. They're cool as like little figurines, but they're very cheap. Next up, we've got the man himself, Super Mario, which I have to be 100% honest. This one's probably my favorite of the set just because of like how weird he looks in comparison to like how accurate he looks. And with that being said, this guy is also the one I've had the longest because I've also had another one. We'll talk about him in just a sec. But as for the head, looks rather fine. I think that they got the coloring down just right. We got the M emblem, and the hat looks rather nice, although it is a bit uneven as far as like the top compared to the side. The hair kind of like is a bit up, so it's not really that even. But from the front, looks totally fine. The eyes. Let's talk about the eyes. They're designed in a very odd way. See, they take the color of the eyes and print them like separately, and then they put it in there. Because this thing is, I believe, 3D printed. It does look pretty goofy, especially Luigi's, which we'll talk about again in just a sec. But you do have like the black to white, then to the blue, and then to the white again. Then you got like the standard eyebrows and the very big nose and mustache galore and a semblance of a lip. It's very hard to tell, but there's kind of almost a lip there. But again, you can kind of see the seam lines going through, and it does look rather odd. There you go. It almost looks like, yeah, like that just looks like he has a big mouth. Like, that looks so odd. But Mario's overalls do look rather nice. I wish the buttons were kind of bigger. But again, looks fine. Arms are kind of like clenched out to the sides. Again, no. Actually, there is some mild finger detail. You kind of see some like bumps and grooves there that would resemble the fingers clenching. But of course, we got like the blue overalls and the red shirt. Again, little beady little buttons. However, on the back, they also forgot to remove the buttons, which they're not on the actual Mario design. And because I think the overalls just go straight up to the neck, if anything. But I mean, it's all right. It's a bootleg anyway. But we do have some nice brown shoes for Mario. And as for his emblem, again, it reads Super Mario, red emblem, and has the letter M right on there. However, I must stress that these will not last. What do I mean? I happen to own, again, what I said earlier was another Super Mario keychain. It's the same exact one, except mine's got a little bit of wear and tear. And because of the material it's made out of, it catches hair, dust, lint, like pretty easily. Like, and also, it tears off so easily. Like, look at this. I never even touched the arms. It's hanging right at my backpack and nothing more. Like, I could literally snap this arm off if I wanted to right now. And you might notice it's off its keychain. I didn't take it off. Over time, it began degrading itself to the point where now I basically have no way to put it back on, because now if I try to, it's broken. So it's obviously clear that this thing was also like really cheap. I also happen to own this like little Mario strap. We also have Super Mario, but it's faded. You can kind of see it like there. All this did was touch the ground and touch my bag. That's it. So obviously, these keychains are not meant to last and are just merely meant to sell a few bucks. So as far as the quality goes, I'm already dunking on it. Next, we've got Luigi, and I have to say, Luigi looks a little bit more plain as far as like the logo on his hat is concerned, because that just looks like a basic L. See, like, look at the Mario. Like, that has some pizzazz to it, you know? But that just looks like a straight up L. That just reads L. This reads M. Mario. This reads Luigi. If you know the reference, you know it. But as you can see, the detail on the hat, again, fine. It's lined up a tad bit better, not by much. There's still like a bit of the hair kind of like up a bit more. A little bit of the brown kind of spilling when it was printed, but again, totally fine. The face kind of does the same thing what Mario does, except it looks more like a Wi-Fi signal if you turn it on its head. Look at that and tell me that doesn't look like a Wi-Fi signal. I think Luigi's connected. But again, looks fine for what it is. Black mustache. More of a semblance of a lip this time. You can kind of see that more. Big schnoz, more hair, kind of like... You know what this actually kind of looks like to me? A puzzle eraser. If you remember those little tiny puzzle erasers you can put them together, it's kind of what it reminds me of. Except this thing is definitely not an eraser and will pick up any sort of color when you throw at it. We got like the kind of like indigo colored overalls and same kind of colored, well, not same colored, but brown shoes, white for the gloves, and again, much like Mario, has the overalls painted on the opposite side of it, so pretty much just kind of copied, except they made the front part a bit more fat than the back part. And also had to comment on the fact that this thing is starting to rip. I do nothing with this thing. And much like Mario, again, Super Mario emblem, kind of confused as to why they wouldn't just use the Luigi. I mean, you print it and like that makes no sense, but I mean, it's a bootleg, so what do I expect? Quality? Quality who? But again, little strap does look nice. And I will say this is actually somewhat sturdy. So if you got like extra keychains, you could just kind of mix and match and put them on each other, I suppose.